Jazz music theory. Extended chords. Let's begin with a review of basic chord symbols. All chords are built off of the basic triad, which consists of a root note, the third, and the fifth, and is represented by a capital letter, which is the name of the root note. In this example, we have an F major triad. Additional symbols are added to the letters to signify alterations to the basic triads. A minus sign denotes a lowered third, or minor triad. The degree sign signifies a lowered third and fifth, making the triad diminished. And a plus sign indicates a raised fifth, or augmented triad. Seventh chords add the seventh of the chord and also serve to provide harmonic variety. If you see the 7 alone, it signifies a lowered or minor seventh from the root note. This chord is also known as the dominant seventh chord. The triangle symbol notates a major interval. In this case, a major seventh from the root. The degree symbol with a slash through the middle indicates a half diminished chord, which has a lowered third, fifth, and seventh. A fully diminished seventh chord lowers the seventh scale degree an additional time from the half diminished chord. There are additional alterations made to chords that function as what we call chord extensions. By adding numbers, it is possible to continue stacking intervals onto currently existing chords. Each number represents the distance from the root note. It's important to remember that these notes are based on the tonal or key center of the root note, not the key of the piece of music. In this example, notice the 11th intervals are flat 1 major, representing the B flat in the key of F, and natural 1 raised in the final chord extension. In jazz, the natural 4th and 3rd are never in the same chord. In jazz, chord extensions play a major role in solo improvisation, comping, and understanding harmonic structure. To better understand these extended chords, it is important to understand the 2/1 principle. The 2/1 principle is the concept of playing a triad built on the second scale degree over a seventh chord. The root of the chord is identified by the chord symbol. For example, if the chord symbol has a C, the C seventh chord would go on the bottom, or in the left hand, and the triad based on the second scale degree in the key or C, or D, would be played on the top, or with the right hand. This is what it looks like on the keyboard. Here are other examples of specific extended chords. A major 13th chord is composed of a major triad over a major 7th chord. The major 13th chord sounds like this. A minor 13th chord is composed of a minor triad over a minor 7th chord. The minor 13th chord sounds like this. A 13-sharp 11 chord is composed of a major triad over a dominant 7th chord. The 7-sharp 13th chord sounds like this. The final extended chord we will cover is the 7/alt chord. The 2/1 principle still applies, however, the triad on the top is built on the lowered second scale degree and has a minor tonal quality. This triad is still built over a dominant 7th chord omitting the 3rd and the 5th. The 7-sharp 13th chord sounds like this. To review, when creating extended chords, use the 2/1 principle to identify the fundamental chord and its extension. The chords covered included, the major 13th chord. This is a major triad built on top of a major 7th chord. The minor 13th chord. A minor triad built on a dominant 7th chord. The 13-sharp 11 chord is a major triad built over a dominant 7th chord. Finally, the 7/alt chord, which is a minor triad built on the lowered second scale degree on top of a dominant 7th chord omitting the 3rd and the 5th. Understanding extended chords and, subsequently, the scales that can be played around them, will assist in improving the quality of improvisation and ability to be a more flexible musician. Repetition with identifying all aspects of the extended chords will help musicians be more knowledgeable and empower them to be more creative.